This is the eastern box turtle. It's a protected species in the state of Ohio. This one happens to be a female. And you can usually tell whether they're males or females pretty easy by the flatness underneath their shell. If they're a male, they'll have a pretty good concave in the bottom of their shell so that they can climb up on top of the female for mating purposes. And that's why the turtles are so active right now. There's lots and lots of them out here at the Pathfinder school because it's mating season. So you don't want to move these guys because their home range is very small. You want to leave them where you find them. If you see them in the road or something, you want to help them out and keep them from getting hit by a car. You can move them to the other side of the road in the direction they were crossing, but you don't want to take them any further than that. So we're just going to put this guy off the trail here, set him in the grass, and drive on. Morning folks, Dave Canterbury with the Pathfinder School. What we have this morning is called the Dryad saddle. Polypore squamosus is the technical name of this. It's also called pheasant's back. And when it grows big, the top of this fungi, or this polypore, looks a lot like the back of a pheasant. You really want to be careful when you're harvesting any type of a fungi from the woods that you're going to consume. You want to make sure that you positively identify it. I absolutely do not recommend this to anyone. It's something that I'm showing you today. I've had a few questions about this particular fungus on the Pathfinder Learning Center. The ones that we want to harvest are the smallest ones that we can find. The larger they get, the stiffer they get, and they're not as good for cooking or edibility when they get larger. We want the smallest ones we can find. So we're going to harvest a couple of these today. Cook them up for our breakfast with some salt-cured bacon. Bacon grease frying is one of the best ways that I've ever found to cook this particular fungus. Stay with me. We'll get some harvested and go back to camp. Now this particular fungus does grow everywhere pretty much east of the Rocky Mountains in the US, as well as many parts of Europe. It grows on hardwood, dead trees, generally speaking. It's the dead hardwood here that these are growing on today. If you're out mushroom hunting and things like that, chances are you're going to run across these somewhere in your travels. So as I said, the younger they are, the better they're going to be edibility wise. And we can't just take them and pull them right off the tree just like that. And these are going to be better eating than the larger ones are. Okay, so we're starting to get ourselves a little bit of a coal bed built up here, and we don't need a whole lot for cooking a quick meal. There's no sense in wasting wood that we don't have to waste. If we were staying here all day and all night, we may want to keep the fire going if it were cool weather, but plenty hot today. We don't need to do that. So the first thing we're going to do here is I'm going to get some salt-cured bacon frying up. That's going to be the basis of this dish because we're going to use that grease to fry our Dryad saddle in. The top areas here are going to be the best for sure. So when you get done, you should have these little morsels of polypore fried up and pop them in your mouth, chew them up. About like chewing on fat. Not much different. Got a lot of salt flavor in it from that bacon. But it'll give you a supplement that will help to fill your stomach up in time of need. It's not something I'd go out and eat for pleasure, for sure. If you had to cook this up or eat it raw, it would have that cucumbery taste to it, which I'm not real fond of. But in a situation where you're trying to extend the food that you have, like you've got some salt cured bacon and you're trying to extend that food source, you can collect this type polypore, fry it up in the bacon grease, and it's definitely an edible food source. And it's not bad. Not bad at all. Well, folks, I appreciate you joining me out here for another short video today on how to harvest, prepare, and cook the pheasant's back or Dryad saddle polypore fungi. Remember to positively identify anything that is growing wild in your area that you plan to put into your mouth or ingest into your body. I'm Dave Canterbury at the Pathfinder School. I thank you for your support. I thank you for your views. I thank you for everything that you do for our school, for our family, and for our business. I'll be back with another video as soon as I can. Thanks, guys.